the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I fit out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and fools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, kid, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the
First open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Jameis going to look to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on that one, and they're into the field shutting down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, dribbling the lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. The Saints in 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun, Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. They heard about the extra time they put in each other, learn each other's skills. What they in this one, I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got him and he takes him down for a loss of 9.
Started to put up in the first round pick in 2018. Has really started to come up for the New Orleans Saints. In 2021, 11 games, 9 sacks after posting 12 combined in his first 3 NFL seasons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's very nice and good. A decent game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield down. They'll get this thing around to Penny. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. So a first interception thrown for him there, and really not the best decision either.
Not at all. Not something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Returnable for Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
After 1-7-0 on the 8 Sports. To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Winston. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get apparently when you try to take out a program cornerback and get a play to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball. He's just running the entire line. It's a great performance and turns it into 6.
It's following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're arming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dave.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Mayfield. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Up the middle, here's Walker, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to deep. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Granted, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame, get used to the ground shaking.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop it. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He completes it to Olave. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards to pick up there.
Receiver back to Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned last year they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub-4.4 speed and the history of turning defense into touchdowns made Chris Olave their guy, and he gets them the first down.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. It's now 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers powered off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Walker. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 23-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped it for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he'll be taken down about the 22-yard line.
That's a game of matchups. That's why you take your receivers and move them around the edge, especially your best guys. And never get in the slot. You don't hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd and 9, Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with this defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again with Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, they saw that today. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, second and inches. From the gun to give to Penny. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Mayfield, and that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. It's a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to target a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 8. These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Give him 9 on the play. And 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. Will be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston, and he can't escape, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, third and long. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Now it's Lockett. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards for Drew Lock coming out of Missouri. The one thing that scouts they love was his arm strength, and we see why there. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, that was a quick-hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for them and make sure they touch it.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
Normally, I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group. They want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted. They cannot corral it. And that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Mayfield to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. It has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
One last shot from Mayfield here.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Again, we were treated to this one. They had a chance. Now the ball just behind midfield. One final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring.